65 million years ago that it was an asteroid that struck.
Thus, an asteroid impact by Apophis directly over a populated area.
I bet we all have wondered how the world will come to an end at some point in our lives. But the burning question is, what will be the cause of Earth's destruction?
Nadine has been programmed with a personality that allows it to change expressions based on different responses.
Will an asteroid collide with us, or will AI wipe us off the Earth's face? From space threats to tech dangers, there are many possible scenarios. Let's have a look at the most alarming reasons that may trigger Earth's next mass extinction. Number 1. Loss of control over AI. Accept it or not, we have become heavily dependent on artificial intelligence. Whether it's at school, work, or in our daily tasks, we constantly turn to AI for help, and we might have to pay a hefty price for it. Take a look at this footage, featuring the world's first human-robot press conference at the AI for Good Summit in Geneva. It may seem like a normal conversation, but things took an unexpected turn when a reporter questioned a robot about AI's role in future.
With the help of artificial intelligence, the fully functioning humanoid robot can diagnose a patient and is capable of communicating in English, Mandarin, and Cantonese.
The robot's response is shocking. Any guesses what it said? The AI-backed robot mentioned that it is only a matter of time that there will be thousands of robots out in the world making significant changes. Although this response may not sound very alarming, there are multiple instances where robots have admitted to wanting to rule the world. So, are they suggesting that AI might take over the human race? Will this be Earth's next mass extinction? It's a possibility, considering that AI is making progress rapidly. As time goes by, we're putting too much trust in artificial intelligence. While automation has many advantages, it also comes with the risk of threatening human existence. So how do you view this? Will AI remain man's friend, or will it go rogue and destroy us? Number 2. Asteroid Apophis. You won't believe this. The world may be coming to an end soon due to this asteroid. In June 2004, 3 astronomers discovered a 340-meter asteroid while in an observatory in Arizona named Apophis. It was said to be the most dangerous asteroid because of a possibility that it could collide with planet Earth in 2029 and later in 2036.
It's a well-known fact that an asteroid impact is one of the things that can cause global mass extinction, especially if this asteroid is large enough.
But things took a turn for the better. Detailed observations about its orbit ruled out its collision with planet Earth in both of these years. Well, it doesn't end here. Apophis's orbit is monitored, but it could potentially collide with Earth within a century. Yes, it is one of the asteroids we should worry about. You may question, what will happen if this tragedy takes place? Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. It would mean the end of the world and the extinction of humanity. The energy released by this event will result in environmental damage and loss of life. It sounds like something straight out of a fiction movie, right? But it may be one of the causes of Earth's destruction. Number 3. Gamma rays burst GRB events. What if we told you that gamma rays bursts can be more dangerous than any other phenomenon occurring in the universe? You won't believe how disastrous they can be. But wait, what exactly are gamma ray bursts, GRBs? They are the brightest explosions. Astronomers believe they occur when a big star runs out of fuel, collapses because of its own weight, and forms a black hole. And hold on, because it is scarier than you think. Want to hear something nerve-wracking? A GRB has already hit the planet.
2 NASA satellites observed the GRB and told Magic to turn its eyes in that direction.
But that was even before the dinosaurs. So, what happens when the gamma ray burst hits the Earth? Even a second would be enough for them to mess up all complex life on the planet. It releases an insane amount of gamma rays that destroy the ozone layer, making the planet vulnerable to UV radiation from the sun. It means complete wreckage. And that is how a single gamma ray burst could bring about Earth's final reckoning. Number 4. Ocean acidification. Ever wondered what's something worse than a nuclear war? Here is the answer: ocean acidification. Never heard of it before? Let me explain it to you. Due to increasing levels of carbon dioxide in the oceans, the water is becoming more acidic due to formation of a weak acid. This is ocean acidification. It may sound just like another environmental problem, but there is so much more to uncover about it. Ocean acidification makes it much harder for marine organisms like oysters, snails, and corals to secrete their calcium carbonate shells and skeletons, threatening their existence.
The carbon dioxide created by burning fossil fuels. As the amount of CO2 in our atmosphere increases,
Imagine the ocean without these creatures. How saddening. In addition to disturbing marine life, ocean acidification badly affects human livelihoods. But how could it cause a mass extinction? So here's the answer. Ocean acidification can significantly affect marine biodiversity, disrupting the entire food web. It is one of the most catastrophic events because it disrupts the balance of ecosystems. Do you see the connection between how we are heading towards the 6th mass extinction? Number 5. Black hole collision. Could a black hole just devour all of us one day? The answer is maybe yes. And if you haven't ever thought that black holes could cause the world to end, then it's time to consider it now. Just 3,000 light-years from Earth is a black hole visible to the naked eye. There are approximately 100 million of them out there in our galaxy that we know of, just waiting to suck the entirety of our solar system. Sounds brutal, right? But that's just how it works. So what would happen if we were to get sucked into a black hole? The part of the Earth near to the black hole would start stretching towards it until everything is vacuumed up. The Earth would get pulled in bit by bit.
Stellar black holes are fairly common and are about 16 kilometers in diameter.
We will also experience an uneven yet strong gravitational pull, which will distort the Earth. Absolutely terrifying. All of this will raise the internal temperature of the planet to alarming levels, eventually leading to something called spaghettification. What's that, you may ask? It means getting stretched and pulled apart into a long, thin shape, like spaghetti, due to the extremely strong gravity of black holes. Let's hope this doesn't occur anytime soon. Number 6. Mass coral bleaching. Mass coral bleaching is yet another sign that we are heading towards Earth's demise. Take a look at this heartbreaking footage of live coral bleaching happening before your eyes. It is disheartening. Coral bleaching occurs when corals discharge the algae living in their tissues due to stress. It is usually from environmental hazards like rising sea temperatures, pollution, or changes in water quality. It might not seem like a big deal, but you'd be mistaken. Coral reefs hold great importance. They offer habitat and food for many different species.
It's gotten to the point where we're seeing simultaneous coral bleaching events everywhere around the planet, essentially at the same time.
Corals play a role in carbon cycling and act as natural barriers that protect coastlines. Without healthy coral reefs, we not only lose a lot of marine life, but also risk more coastal erosion and the effects of climate change. Keeping coral reefs safe is important for both the health of our oceans and our own well-being. Number 7. Planetary alignment theories. The universe is highly unpredictable, with billions of phenomena occurring at the same time. It leaves us vulnerable to unforeseen events. In November 2012, astronomers spotted a new planet 100 light-years from Earth, 4 times greater than Jupiter. But why is it a threat? It is because this giant planet has gone rogue. This means that it does not orbit a star, so there is a chance that it may collide with Earth.
Out there in space, the rogue planet would rush towards us at a speed of 11 kilometers a second.
And how does a planet go rogue? There is a possibility that when a solar system is formed, planets interact with each other's gravitational field and go astray from the system into interstellar space. There may be as many as 200 billion rogue planets in our galaxy, but this one could be heading our way. A collision with another planet may sound impossible, but you know what? It has already happened way long before. Astronomers revealed that a planet with the same size as Mars came and smacked Earth at an incredibly high speed, eventually merging. But will we be able to survive another such rogue planet collision? What do you think? Number 8. Supernova explosion. Ever thought about how exploding stars could be the reason for Earth's destruction? Here's everything you need to know about it. A supernova releases an immense amount of energy, including gamma rays and X-rays. If this phenomena takes place in the close proximity of Earth, it can severely impact the ozone layer, causing it to deteriorate. That sounds terrifying, right?
A supernova occurs when a massive star erupts into a colossal explosion at the end of its life.
The aftermath of a supernova includes drastic climate changes, the collapse of food chains, mass extinctions, and health problems. All of this would ultimately lead to the complete eradication of Earth's existence and its inhabitants. Should I tell you something more astonishing? 1.2 billion years away from Earth, NASA's Kepler Space Telescope has managed to capture a spectacle never seen before: an exploding star, supernova. But don't panic, we are safe as of now because it occurred at a very far distance. Number 9. Desertification. The idea of complete desertification of Earth doesn't seem far-fetched now due to deteriorating environmental conditions. This video shows satellite images of urbanization and just how vast the problem has become. You can clearly see a huge difference between the before and after images. As time goes by, trees are cut down for urbanization, agricultural expansion, industries, infrastructure development, etc. These are the modern problems of the modern world. No doubt, we have completely ruined Mother Earth. Our actions have caused lasting damage, and we see the effects becoming more and more prominent each day. We need to think about whether we can change our ways and make a real difference before it's too late. Do you think this is how we are supposed to meet our end? Number 10. Massive meteor shower. Next up, we will be discussing another space event that could cause a potential mass extinction on Earth. Meteor showers are generally not very dangerous, but hold on, they aren't safe as well. An exceptionally large and dense meteor shower could pose significant risks to Earth's existence. It includes local or even regional destruction, including massive explosions, fires, and shockwaves. Things get worse as we move on. Large meteoroids can release an immense amount of energy that could create something like a firestorm, with large fires and changes in the atmosphere.
Every year, the Earth crosses these trails of debris known as meteoroid streams, and the planet becomes sprinkled with rocky material.
The dust and debris from the impact could block sunlight, resulting in significant temperature drops. And guess what? This can cause agricultural and ecological damage. Here's the scary part. In the worst-case scenario, if a meteor shower had many large meteoroids, it would cause an event that might lead to mass extinction, similar to what happened to the dinosaurs. How likely is it that a meteor shower would eradicate life on Earth? Let me know your thoughts on that. Number 11. Expansion of the Sun into a red giant. We all know that the Sun is a star at the heart of our solar system and is of utmost importance. But oftentimes, we forget how substantial a role it plays in keeping our solar system intact. A minor disruption in its orbit, and it is all over. Here's something worrisome. In about 5 billion years, the Sun will run out of hydrogen fuel in its core.
Each wavelength helps highlight a different temperature of solar material, and each is assigned a color,
resulting in its expansion into a red giant. So, the Sun is expanding slowly but surely. Well, there are other possibilities as well. Its expansion may have adverse effects such as increased temperatures, orbital changes, and even the loss of atmosphere on the planet. Can this lead to the destruction of Earth? Number 12. Pole shift. Flipping of the Earth's magnetic poles. Is this even possible? Yes, it is. What's surprising is that it has already started. The phenomenon itself isn't immediately threatening, but the consequences could be severe. Imagine the confusion. We'd have to adjust our sense of direction, update all our maps, and even birds might get lost. It would be total chaos, right? Not to mention, the shift could disrupt satellites and communication systems.
Our magnetic field thus has little fluctuations and wobbles all the time,
causing even more problems. It could be one of the causes of Earth's next mass extinction. Doesn't it sound like a sci-fi movie plot? But reversal of geomagnetic poles has happened before and will occur again in the future. If Earth's magnetic poles flip, we will have to face a range of issues such as climate changes, increased radiation, navigation problems, and power disruptions. Doesn't that sound troublesome? Number 13. Antibiotic resistances. Imagine a deadly disease spreading with no vaccine or medication available due to antibiotic resistance. How frightening would that be? It could be the cause of the end of the world that cannot be dismissed, as it is a valid concern in today's modern age of medicine.
But some bacteria have the potential to be harmful, causing diseases that risk human life and bring about suffering.
Antibiotic resistance happens when bacteria change and become immune to drugs that used to kill them. As a result, common antibiotics no longer work against these bacteria. It can have severe consequences for humanity. The dangers of antibiotic resistance include more frequent infections, higher medical costs, increased risks during surgery, and the spread of resistant bacteria. What is your opinion on this? Does this look like how we would disappear from the face of the planet? Although it may not wipe us off completely, it's a major problem that could cause serious health, financial, and social issues if not handled properly. Number 14. Mass extinction. Earth has experienced 5 mass extinctions in the past, but it isn't over yet. We are on the verge of facing a 6th mass extinction. It's quite frightening, isn't it? Mass extinction means a widespread and sudden loss of many species across different ecosystems in a short amount of time. These events can happen because of things like big changes in the environment, shifts in climate, or huge disasters like asteroid impacts.
It's when the impact of humans is leaving itself as a mark in the fossil record of the future.
The previous extinctions significantly changed life on Earth and allowed new species to evolve and dominate. But how would the next mass extinction impact us? It would be drastic, for sure. This mass extinction could result in reduced food supply and high prices, decline in fishing and tourism, poor soil and water quality, and much more. Do you think this would result in Earth's end? Number 15. Expansion of the universe. Can the expansion of the universe have adverse effects on Earth and its inhabitants? Well, the answer is not that simple. Our universe is huge and filled with stars, planets, and galaxies. Since the Big Bang, it has been expanding at the speed of light, and this expansion is expected to continue. This expansion is not caused by any explosion, but by the stretching of space itself. Over billions of years, the expansion would affect the structure of galaxies.
Why just in principle? Because the light from some parts of the universe hasn't had enough time to reach us.
But as of now, it won't have immediate effects on Earth. Sigh of relief for sure. But another important question arises. What if the universe starts expanding at a faster speed? Galaxies would move further away from each other more quickly. It will influence cosmic events such as stars and black holes. In the very distant future, if the universe expands faster, it could change how everything in the universe is arranged and might eventually affect our solar system. Number 16. Cosmic rays intensity. Are cosmic rays a threat to our planet's existence? The answer is yes and no. Even though many events that take place in the universe are far from our planet, they can still affect us in harmful ways. You know what? They can prove to be disastrous as well. One such example is cosmic rays. These are high-energy particles from space that hit the Earth. They can come from the Sun or from beyond our solar system. When cosmic rays interact with the Earth's atmosphere, they can modify its atmospheric chemistry. Although cosmic rays alone cannot destroy the Earth with already existing environmental issues, it can be catastrophic. Number 17. zombie apocalypse. Another significant threat that could lead to mass extinction on Earth is a pandemic or a similar global health crisis. It can be a rapid spread of a deadly pathogen across the globe with no cure. Something even more severe than COVID-19. Even thinking about it gives me chills. Or it can be a zombie apocalypse. Do you believe that zombies are real? Zombies have been a popular part of folklore and pop culture for a long time.
You're hurrying to get out of town, but there aren't any bodies of water nearby. Where should you go now?
We know they are driven by a basic, strong need, like eating human flesh. There's no denying that they are scary as hell. Imagine becoming a person who has lost his will and control. In movies, zombie apocalypses are often shown as the reason for the end of the world. But is there actually any possibility that we might face such an apocalypse? You never know. Imagine if the world were ending due to a zombie apocalypse. That would be an incredibly terrifying experience. Number 18. Collapse of ecosystems. This new research finding is sure to blow your mind, but it's not something to celebrate. It's something to worry about. A team of leading scientists has issued a troubling discovery. They've warned that Australia's ecosystems are facing a dire situation and are on the brink of collapse.
Have destroyed hundreds of these ancient tree communities, like the King Billy in Mount Anne and the Pandani Shelf.
19 ecosystems have been marked as being under severe threat. The impact could be massive, affecting not just Australia, but the entire planet. If these ecosystems collapse, it will impact global biodiversity and our own survival. Once again, if this pattern keeps on repeating itself, the planet will become uninhabitable, as all these ecosystems are interconnected and dependent on each other. If we continue ignoring environmental problems like this, it will prove fatal for us. We need urgent action to address these issues and protect our planet before it's too late. Number 19. Natural resource depletion. We've all heard about resource depletion and other environmental issues countless times in the news, on social media, and in our daily lives. Yet, we choose to ignore them. Imagine a life without water, gas, oil, and other essential resources. Picture a world where everyday activities become nearly impossible. Cooking, heating, transportation, and even basic hygiene. So, we are basically digging our own graves, right?
Hundreds of millions of ponderosa, lodgepole, and other pine trees in the American West.
Natural resources are precious and in danger of disappearing. We must keep this in mind every time we use them. Otherwise, the situation could become quite ugly. Have you ever considered what might occur if we exhaust all our natural resources? Well, that day would mark the end of the world and the extinction of the human race. We barely have any time left before we run out of Earth's resources. It is a critical situation that requires attention, or we could face extinction in the near future. Number 20. Overpopulation. Us humans had one job. We were supposed to be good inhabitants of Earth, but the current trends suggest that we have failed terribly at this job. As the global population crosses a whopping 8 billion, our impact on the planet has become severe. Overpopulation negatively impacts the planet as it strains resources, leads to habitat loss, and causes adverse climate change. This is a grave matter. As a result of this, we are heading towards Earth's demise in the form of lack of basic necessities, resource shortages, environmental collapse, etc. Do you think we will be able to address this significant issue, or will we watch as we bring about our own destruction with our own hands? It might sound harsh, but it's the bitter truth. Can we change course before it's too late? Number 21. Invasive species. We all know that Earth is a complex planet, deeply affected by the actions of both humans and other species inhabiting it. Everything that takes place has a specific time and place, but sometimes things spiral into chaos. But one might wonder how. The answer is straightforward. Invasive species invade new ecosystems and cause significant damage.
Brought to South Africa in the 19th century, the black wattle is an invasive tree often used for timber and firewood.
So what happens when a species invades to create disruptions? Well, it will create major problems for everyone, as we are deeply interconnected. It threatens human health, local economies, and entire ecosystems. You know what? Analysis reports suggest that they cost the global economy over $1 trillion each year. That is absolutely insane. All of this hints towards the Earth's collapse. So, we must take action before it is too late. Number 22. Ice Age. Earth has gone through at least 5 major ice ages in its history. And you better start adapting now, because another ice age is about to begin. The Ice Ages were times in Earth's history when large portions of the planet were covered in glaciers and ice sheets.
Well below freezing across the planet. And it wasn't just a few icy trips around the sun.
You won't believe that each of these glacial periods has played a crucial role in shaping Earth's climate, ecosystems, and human history. So what might the next ice age be like? Well, it will start off with a change in Earth's rotation and orbit around the sun, limiting the amount of solar energy reaching the planet. Eventually, there will be temperature drops, leaning towards colder weather. As time progresses, snowfall will form glaciers in the northern hemisphere and then move towards the southern one. It will be a groundbreaking occurrence, but will you be able to survive the skin-piercing cold? Only time will tell. And that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get all our videos on time. Until next time.